I bow my head in respect to greet honorable dignitaries, parents, staff, and my dear friends for our 6th annual day program. A very happy evening to all the wonderful people present here today. I am Kritika Shri of grade 12, along with my friends Haripriya and Siddharth of grade 11, here to host today's program. Wow, the stage is set to unravel a celebration of vision and gallows of colors of joy and splendor. Feeling very excited. Patriotism is not short, frenzied outbursts of emotion, but the tranquil and steady dedication of a lifetime. Slaving for more than 200 years and claiming back our country makes us marvel at our great leaders. Today, we the students of SRMPS are going to present the glimpses of our nation's progress from the years 1947 to 2022. Yes, the tremendous growth of our nation, socially, economically, technologically, educationally, and culturally.
All our activities should be governed by the light of knowledge, especially the knowledge of Dharma, and therefore it is imperative that we begin auspicious activities by lighting the lamp. For that, we invite our dignitaries to light the lamp. Please, sir. Please, ma'am.
The work, day, or life begins from God. You think and it happens. You ask for a sip, you get an ocean. Let's start our program with the blessings of the Almighty. I request everyone to rise for the prayer song. I request the gathering to continue standing for our school anthem.
radiates like the fragrance from a flower, and draws all good things towards you. Now I call upon Achyutan, head boy of the student council, to accord the words of welcome to the gathering.
The stage is all set to unfold a celebration of vision, a starburst of patriotic colors as we take through a mesmerizing journey of India's glorious evolution. We are immensely blessed. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, dignitaries, invited guests, staff, parents, and my fellow students. We are immensely blessed to have amidst us Dr. J. Radhakrishnan, IAS, Principal Secretary Cooperation, Food and Consumer Protection, Government of Tamil Nadu, as the chief guest for today's evening. Heartiest welcome to you, sir. I also extend a very warm welcome to the guest of honor, Dr. P. Satyanarayanan, President of SRM Public School. We are honored by your presence amidst us, sir. I extend a very warm welcome to Sri M. Subramanian, Correspondent of SRM Public School, Mrs. Manimangai Satyanarayanan, Director SRM Public School, Dr. K. R. Malati, Advisor SRM Public School, and our beloved Principal, Mrs. S. Bhuvaneshwari. On behalf of the school management, staff, and students, it is my pleasure to extend a hearty welcome to all the parents, dignitaries, and other guests of this august gathering. We are happy to be able to organize the school annual day after a gap of 3 years. As the head boy of the school, I, Achyutan as such, welcome all and wish you have a memorable evening. Thank you all.
For a rendition of a warm welcome. As the famous quote goes, great things are not done by impulse, but by a series of small things. Time to showcase the hard work, achievements, and glories of our SRM Public School.
Very good evening to one and all gathered here. It gives me immense pleasure to present the annual report of SRM Public School after a break of 2 years. The journey of 1,000 miles began with a single step. The first day that we welcomed our young minds was the 5th of June 2017. From then, it has been a great journey till date. Our team has grown from 50 staff to 160 staff, with 762 students then to 2,500 students now. When the pandemic brought in uncertainty, the whole world halted. But we started our first virtual session from the 23rd of March 2020 to all our students. The sessions included scholastic, post-scholastic, guest lectures, counseling, and many more to enrich every student in our school. From art integration to Fit India, we engaged all our students with zeal through virtual platform. 19th January 2021 was a memorable day for all of us, where we welcomed our senior school students following the protocols and the safety norms given by the government. This academic year, we consciously began school on the 1st of April for all the students, including the kindergarten. This year, apart from our well-set physics, chemistry, biology, robotics, and 2 IT labs apart from the library, a new senior school ICT lab, library, hideout cafe, and mass media studio were inaugurated along with new classrooms and staff room. Our senior students welcomed their juniors with zeal and care. Grade 11 was welcomed to the school on the 1st of July. The Student Council is a pride, and this year's elected council members took charge of their office on the 23rd of July. Ms. Geeta, the Inspector of Police, Gudvanjeri, was the chief guest who inspired the students with her motivational speech and life experience. Our world-class infrastructure and student-friendly facilities are the key differentiators. The new library, with resources for staff and digital learning tools for the students, was inaugurated by our beloved correspondent, while the third ICT lab was inaugurated by the principal. The mass media studio with world-class facility was inaugurated by the advisor, which is the first step to give students hands-on in the world of creation and media. Every child is unique and is blessed with great potential. We are affiliated to the National Institute of Open Schooling (NIOS), which gives wide range of subject choice with different periods of examination. We have students under NIOS in grade 10, 11 and 12. Another great initiative is resource management, where solar panels with a capacity of 53 kV was inaugurated on Chancellor's birthday, the 24th of August. It was on the same day Tamil Mandram was inaugurated by Thiru Kalai Mamani Yervadi S. Radhakrishnan. Year-long program was shared by the Tamil Mandram, ranging from assembly activities to competitions for the students. Student Talk is a social media platform launched exclusively for our community to share the activities, achievements, ideas of students and teachers. This is an attempt to educate students in handling the social media with care. We believe that our SRMPNs are leaders in making, where we create opportunities for them to explore, experiment and experience. One such initiative is Studentpreneur Fair. Our young minds exhibited their ideas and learnt managing finance apart from sourcing and managing resources ranging from men, money and material. Our vision is to make SRMPNs global citizens with Indian spirit. Our tie-up with Cialfo, a Singapore-based company, is an attempt to give them an opportunity to explore world-class universities in India and abroad. Another great flagship initiative for this academic year is our tie-up with Tokyo Bay International School, Japan, for students and staff exchange program. This year's theme, SDG, is chosen with an initiative to sensitize the SRMPNs about the Sustainable Developmental Goals of the United Nations. We believe in leading by doing, as a part of which various activities were initiated this year. Our management donated LED lights to the municipal corporation, which is an effort to contribute in reducing carbon emission. Following this, a bicycle rally was conducted by our students where they interacted with the public to create an awareness about the benefits of cycling. Our senior school students spent a Sunday morning cleaning the beach, which again is an effort to give them hands-on in conserving and protecting our environment. Healthy body is the abode of healthy mind. Our young warriors took to the road to create awareness about yoga apart from conducting sessions in the campus. Blood donation camp was conducted on the World Blood Donors Day in tie-up with SRM Medical College. Our parents and teachers donated blood on this day. Regular PTMs and coffee with custodian, apart from parent participation in the assembly, are all an attempt to strengthen our bond with our stakeholders. Various activities ranging from celebration of national festivals to the field trips are an effort to give hands-on an experience for life to all our SRMPNs. Abhivyakti, our school magazine, created by all the classes in turns, is a great opportunity for students and parents to showcase their talents and experience, releasing a newsletter. Our school was awarded Chief Minister's Excellence Award as a part of Negri Masila Tamil Nadu movement for our conscious efforts in reducing usage of plastic and waste management. Our school bagged an award by L-Rock India for its excellence in integrated holistic developmental programs. Our SRMPNs brought laurels to our school in various fields ranging from science, experiments, sports, music, literature, elocution, debate and Olympiads. Every month, we have guest lectures and activities for our students and teachers to enrich and empower them. Last but not the least, the 100% result with every student securing first class is a great achievement by our grade 10 students, which is a reward to the effort of the SRMPNs. I thank the Almighty, management, parents and my team for all the achievements and success which gives us energy to do more to our student community. For we believe in educating minds and enriching lives. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful presentation. Wow, it's indeed a magnificent journey that we witness now. May I now request our correspondent, Sri M. Subramanian, the sculptor of our school, to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Very good evening to you all. Respected Chief Guest, Dr. Radhakrishnan, our beloved President, Dr. Satyanarayanan, and other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Distinguished guests, our well-wishers, my dear staff members, parents, and my dear students. I take this opportunity to mention my profound sense of appreciation to all of you for putting your efforts towards the success of this grand event, especially commemorating our 75 years of freedom. I truly feel blessed this moment. Today, SRM Public School has grown humongous only because of the hard work and dedication invested by our beloved President, Dr. Satyanarayanan. I am excited to share that our school is par excellence in the field of both academics and non-academics activities. Our students have brought laurels in scholastic, arts and sports by participating in various district and state level competitions. SRM Public School's vision to render a world-class education to all children, irrespective of their background, is a dream come true moment today, with an overwhelming of 2,500 students. Since the inception of this school, we have always had lofty ambitions and dreams to achieve this milestone, and we will strive hard to achieve many more in the upcoming years. At this juncture, I would like to remember and thank our beloved Chancellor, whose constant support and guidance, which has always helped us to reach the extra mile. I would also like to thank all those beautiful souls around that are supporting me in these ventures. I thank our President from the bottom of my heart for giving this golden opportunity to be amidst the children in this esteemed institution to create a better society to serve our nation with patriotism, reverence and dutiful mind. I also extend my thanks to all the parents out there for their unstinted support and enormous cooperation within the institution for the smooth running of the school. Jai Hind.
Now I request our beloved Director, Mrs. Manimangai Satyanarayanan, to felicitate our correspondent. thank you, sir, for being such a great, humble, and exceptional leader, managing us and the entire school distinctively.
Now, I request our beloved advisor, Dr. K.R. Malati, to felicitate our director. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I request the Honorable Advisor, Dr. K.R. Malati, to set the tone for the evening today, as this concept is a brainchild. Please, ma'am.
Good evening, everybody. Respected chief guests, guest of honor, our president, director madam, correspondent sir, principal, and dignitaries on and off the dais, dear parents, well-wishers, and loving students. Thank you so much for coming this evening to celebrate the 6th annual day of SRM Public School. We have chosen the topic for today's celebration as the Rising Nation. Initially, as you're all aware, the annual day was planned on the 13th of August as we are celebrating the 76 years of independence. As we have crossed the 15th of August, I should say it's 76. We wanted to pay a tribute to the nation. So when we were thinking about the concept, what could be the concept for the annual day? And this also has a small background story. I was talking to people when we were talking about celebration independence, 75 years, as I travel far and wide to many schools across India. I was talking to them, how much do children or parents, or even for that matter, teachers know about the country? Isn't it important for us to know about it? And then I was also inquiring, how much do they like the country? What do they feel about the country? It was a shock that not many of us do actually know about the country. And it was also such a pain to know that many of the youngsters, they didn't want to stay in the country, they wanted to move out of the country. So that's when this thought came. Let us start something small, at least in our school, to create that awareness about what is all the country has done, what the country has achieved in the 75 years, starting from 1947 to 2022. When I started searching for information, not much came in. That's when Mr. Vijay Vishwanath came in, because I wanted to conceptualize this idea. So Mr. Vijay Vishwanath from Alchemy came in at the right time, and then he did say that don't worry about it, we will get all the information and we will present it in such a way which will definitely be inspiring for everybody. And that's when here. Thank you, Mr. Vijay, for coming out with such a beautiful plot. This thought, basically this plot, the evening, what you're going to witness the next 90 minutes, comprising, starting a little background about the struggle that we had prior to 1947, and then it takes us through the journey, what the country has traveled. Thanks to our media, in the other way, we definitely don't get to hear good things about it, and also to the political parties where they do not talk about the growth and development of the country, because each party, when they come in, they only project their ideas. We don't get to get the real picture. So the idea behind this evening is to tell you all that our people have gone through, all the challenges that we faced post-independence, and how did India achieve or moving towards what it is moving towards today. That is the idea behind it. You can expect children performing, doing your mime act, a street play. I'm just giving you some glimpses of what they are going to, what you can expect. Musical extravaganza is going to be there, dance is going to be there. So requesting all of you to stay back, relax, and then watch this. When we all go for a cinema, theater, or a music, concert, we all wait till the end of the event. Same way, I'm expecting all of you to stay back and not to move out as soon as your child's event is over, and collect your children at the end of the session. Thank you so much for your patient listening. And as you have seen in the annual report, the school has developed. and it is marching towards success. We have made a lot of innovation. There are a lot more in the pipeline. You talk about academics, we are number one. You talk about performing arts, I think we are number one. Take it sports, our children have gone to the national levels. Even today, one team is playing korfball at the Himachal Pradesh. Children are missing here, the teachers also missing here. So our children are everywhere. And I would like to thank our dear correspondent and our dear president for giving us this opportunity. The freedom that we have got as educators in the school. We have an excellent team. And I would like to thank our president for giving us the trust, the unconditional trust and the freedom he has placed on the educators. Not many schools do that. I would like to put it on record on this platform. A school is run like any other entity, but here the school is run like a school as educators run the school. That's the difference between SRMPS and other schools. Thank you, dear sir, for giving us the opportunity, and thank you, dear parents, for being with us. I would also like to thank our dear principal for all her support and the team of teachers for putting up the great show. There has been sleepless nights. You all understand that when we have a small wedding in the family, the kind of a preparations. Now being the annual day and having 800 children on stage, definitely not an easy task, right from their costumes to... Thank you so much for that. It's a tremendous teamwork which has been, and I would like to thank each one of the team member and the students for their dedication and their participation in the event. Last but not the least, I would like to complete it with a Tirukural. Bhaskaran Krishnamurthy sir is sitting here. He's a great writer and a Gandhian who has come all the way to witness us. He always says that, Tammin arivudai makkal yavarkum maanilathu mannuirkellam inidu. What he says is, what does it say is, more than us, seeing our children performing, seeing our children intelligent is the best gift to any parent, isn't it? I think, that is what you are all gifted with. Seeing your children intelligent than you, academically efficient than you, wanting to invest in them so that, they go to the next level is the ambition, and I'm sure that entrusting your children to us, we understand the seriousness, and we promise you that we are on the mission of educating minds and enriching lives. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. You always be the best to see that we students of SRMPS be the finest of ourselves to join hands and make the school be its best in its own society. May I now call our principal, ma'am, to felicitate our advisor. Thank you, ma'am. We are very fortunate to have an inspiring personality as our guest of honor, and our most humble and kind Vice Principal Academics will introduce our Honorable President.
Good evening, everyone. Dr. P. Satyanarayanan is the president of the SRM Public School. He started his schooling from Krishnasamy Matriculation Higher Secondary School, KK Nagar, Chennai. He went on to complete his BE Mechanical Engineering from Anna University and then moved to US for his MS and then DBA from Sydney. Under his sterling leadership, SRM IST has set up an international advisory board comprising of eminent academicians from Harvard, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Kellogg School of Management, and Carnegie Mellon University, amongst others. Apart from attaining a university status for the SRM IST, Dr. P. Satyanarayanan has made immense contributions to the deemed university in multiple ways. He has been credited with the formulation of an international student exchange program, establishment of a center of excellence for empowerment of women through IT, and also the launch of a virtual education program. Dr. P. Satyanarayanan is a whole-time director for some of the SRM group of companies, namely SRM Technologies Private Limited, Pudhiya Talamurai TV, Pudu Yugam TV, General Entertainment Channel, the Federal English Web Channel, Green Pearl Engineering Construction Corporation Private Limited, Green Pearl Education Management Corporation Private Limited, SRM University AP Amravati, and SRM University Sikkim. We welcome you, sir, and we are honored by your presence.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for introducing our esteemed president. May I now request our president of SRM Public School, Dr. P. Satyanarayanan, the navigator of the flagship of this knowledge, to address the gathering.
A very good evening to you all. Respected Chief Guest of this annual day, Dr. J. Radhakrishnan IAS, the Principal Secretary, Cooperation, Food and the Consumer Safety for the Government of Tamil Nadu, and also the former Health Secretary of the Government of Tamil Nadu. The correspondent, Mr. M. Subramaniam, the director, S. Hanimangai, the advisor, Dr. Malati, the principal, Ms. Bhuvaneshwari, the faculty members, teachers, staff, the parents, and dear students. I have been attending several functions in this auditorium for several years. It looks quite different today. It is quite colorful on the stage and also off the stage. It is off the stage, it is colorful because of the young children and their parents, because we used to have the college students in this campus. On the stage it is colorful because of these real lights which are coming up. I am sure this will be improving the performance which we are going to see after this initial official function. So when I see this when I see this annual day function, I remember the annual days in my school day, like schooling times. They told that I started and I studied in MAK, that is MA Krishnasamy Matriculation School. That is very true. But before that I studied in SRM Nightingale School, which is the primary school of the SRM school in the West Mambalam. The one I studied was in Ashok Nagar, which is adjacent to our home itself. And he was, and as you would know, this the founder of the SRM Nightingale and the SRM group of institution is my father, and hence I was studying in that school. So during every annual day, so our teachers try to push me and my brother, who was also studying in the same school, to do some performance in the annual day. So every time we feel that if the annual day is coming, then we will be scared. So I'm sure your children will be performing, but I think they are trained well enough that they are not scared like us, like when we used to do in the earlier days. And similarly, after going out of the SRM Nightingale School, we went to other schools like MAK, Saraswati Vidyalaya, Adarsh Vidyalaya. Actually, I studied in several schools. In those schools, if I say annual day, it is a holiday for us. So I should be very much frank and truthful to you and should not hide anything. That's why I'm telling what I did. So, what I feel very happy is that the students here do not take this annual day as a holiday. They attend all the annual days except during the COVID season. They not only attend this annual day, they also perform fearlessly in the stage. I think I should appreciate this gesture of the students, which is propelled by the energy from the teachers, parents, and the administrators. It is not important whether your ward or whether the child is going to win the prize or not. Participation itself is winning. So, I appreciate the school administrators and the parents and the students for having come here in the full presence and also for participating in this annual day in almost all the functions, because I could see the students singing the anthem and also the school anthem for us. So it is all done by the students. The comparing itself is done by the students. When I was sitting here in the green room, the advisor Malati was telling me that your dream has come true. So I was just looking back like what was my dream. When I wanted to start a school in line with my father's initial stage of education initiative, I wanted to start a holistic school which will be giving a complete growth in all aspects to the students. That is why I kept this byline, what is that called? Educating minds and enriching lives. Education is not just a degree. Education is the way of life. It should not earn you just a living, it should earn you a life. There is a difference between living and life. If you are just able to earn for your food, it is called living. If you are able to be known as a good person and a human being, then it is called life. I hope by studying here in this SRM public school, our students, as I wished when I started this SRM public school, are grooming into adults who are a holistic personality, who will be the nation builders in the future and the contributor to the human race. When they told about this rising nation concept, it is really wonderful that we are looking back about our history. If you see, in the growth of any nation or country, the people who have forgotten their history or culture would not have grown well. So the first thing you should do is that we should know about our past so that how the past had defined our presence. We should keep the decisions of the present based upon our past to have a brilliant future. So in a way that past, present and the future are all interconnected. So as Madam was telling that if the children are forgetting about their past or history or culture, it is a grave danger for the society and for the nation. And it is very much apt that they have chosen the 75 years after independence as the theme of this function. I would like to say a few words about our history, though you might all know very well, especially the parents may know very well. India is a superpower for almost 1500 years. I'm not sure how many of you would really know this. So now we are in 2000 AD, so around 2022. For the first 1500 years or even before that, so it will be more than 1500 years, India was the highest GDP economy in the world, followed by China. So at that time when we call a landmass, it was only China and India. There was no Americas, there were no Australias which was known to the world. So we can't say that it was only for 1500 years. Even after 1500 years, until the British came to India and started colonizing the Indian country, it was almost number 1 or 2. But after that only it fell down drastically, and now we are in the 6th position after going down like in between to your lowest ebb. But one good thing is that we have a young youth force, that is 40% of our population is the youth force, which is from the age of 15 to 35. They will be propelling the future. From this 6th place where we are, in another 25 years, we will be reaching a 3rd place in the economy in the world, next only to China and US. In another 50 years, we will be reaching the 2nd position after China beating US. I'm not sure if we will be there around for another 50 years. The reason I am emphasizing and telling to you students is that it is only because of your hard work and your dedication and motivation, this kind of thing would happen again and India would rise up again. So it is a great responsibility on your shoulders. So we don't need to think or doubt about the future of India. India is coming up, India will be coming up, and statistically it is known in another 50 years we will be the 2nd largest economy, and it will be further more if you go for further years. So having said all these things, it is not that it is a cakewalk or it is something like it will happen by itself. As I told, it has to be done by the youth, our students, and they should put in a lot of hard work. For this, I feel like telling a story about hard work. There was a beautiful city, and in that city a museum was there which was laid with marble tiles and a grandeur marble statue. People from all across the world came to that museum and saw this statue and admired it. Like one day in a night, there was a talk going on between the statue and the tiles. The tile was asking the statue, is it not very unfair that people come all over from the world and they admire you, but they completely ignore and step on me? The statue replied, do you remember that we both are from the same cave, that is from the same origin? The tile said that, yeah, I do remember, And that's why I'm asking, it is quite unfair that, I am being stepped upon and you are being admired. The statue replied that, my dear brother, you know that the sculptor was first working on you to make a statue, but you resisted the tools, you resisted the pain that inflicted upon you. And then he gave up on you and then he selected me. But I knew that if I was going to bear all these pains, I will be having a wonderful future and also will be coming out with a great craftsmanship. So the moral of the story is, unless you bear the pain of hard work, of putting your time and effort and bearing the failures in your life, you can't come up. The reason I am telling this is that this is very important for our students, that they should become the statues in the world of this marble and not the tiles. For this, I look forward for the cooperation from the teachers, and we always call teachers are there, but parents are the first teachers of any children, and it will remain so forever. No amount of teacher can replace parents. So, you should remember that the parents' contribution and their guidance and support towards the future of children will be immense and it will be continuous. So, we feel that the parents are first teachers and the teachers are second parents. And according to that, I wish you both work together in sculpting a great statue which we will be proud of as SRM, you will be proud of as your family, and the nation will be proud of as their citizens. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and sharing an amazing story with a profound message. May I now request our director, ma'am, to felicitate our guest of honor. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
I request our respected principal, ma'am, the pillar of our school, to introduce our esteemed chief guest. Please, ma'am.
And before I get into my formal introduction, this is to our president. Sir, we, the Golden Triangle, the parents, teachers, and the children will definitely make sure your dreams come true. And we will be the change makers. Yes, parents? Give me one thumbs up. So we are a winning team, and your children will be the change makers. That is a commitment from all of us. Good evening to one and all gathered here. It is indeed my privilege to introduce our chief guest, Dr. J. Radhakrishnan, the Principal Secretary, Cooperation, Food and Consumer Protection, Government of Tamil Nadu. Dr. Radhakrishnan had his schooling in Kanpur, Chhattisgarh, Nasik, and graduated in veterinary science from Bangalore. He was placed at the 7th position at the All India level among the 1992 batch of officers. Can be a little more louder. Thank you. Among the 1992 batch of officers of the Indian Administrative Services. Having held responsible positions in revenue administration, disaster management, and mitigation, Relief Commissioner of the state, his remarkable contribution during the pandemic as COVID Nodal Officer for Chennai made him a hero in every household of Chennai. He has headed the district disaster management setup in 5 places for a total period of about 7 years while serving as collector for 4 districts, Salem, Sivagangai, Tanjavur and Nagapattinam, and as commissioner of the Chennai Municipal Corporation. Impressed by the way he handled major disasters in Tamil Nadu, including the tsunami in Nagapattinam in December 2004, major school fire tragedy at Kumbakonam, Chennai floods in 2015, to name only a few, Dr. Radhakrishnan was specially brought back again as coordinator for COVID control in Chennai in the first wave and as the principal secretary health to tackle the pandemic. The relief and rehabilitation efforts at Nagapattinam was appreciated by Mr. Bill Clinton, the former President of United States of America, during his visit to Nagapattinam as a special envoy of the United Nations Secretary General. He has contributed for books such as Lest We Forget, A Year After Tsunami, The Nagapattinam Experience, Road to Recovery, Snapshots of District Reborn, Disaster Task Force Plan. He has won several awards and citations which include Green Awards, consequently for 3 years from 2002 to 2004. He also won Gold Medal and Certificate of Appreciation for implementing the Girl Child Protection Scheme effectively and commendably in Salem District and the Best Collector Award several times. Thank you, sir. Sir's tireless effort, Tamil Nadu has been declared as the best state overall for its active participation in the national campaign for Swachh Bharat Yatra in the overall category by the Food Safety and Standard Authority of India in 2019. Tamil Nadu was ranked first in the State Food Safety Index 2021-22 in the category of large states. Having a leader who leads by example and is always looked upon for a smile and energy for our annual day, which is a dedication to the nation as she celebrates her 75 years of independence, is a very proud moment for all of us. During the pandemic, we have all witnessed his tireless service to the society without any expectation. Sir, it is indeed an honor to have you together amongst us, which by itself is an inspiration to all of us. This is a golden opportunity for all of us to thank him by giving him a standing ovation. May I request all of you to stand, please, and a big round of applause for him. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for introducing our chief guest. Now, it's time to lend our ears to the inspiring words of our chief guest. I request our honorable chief guest to address the gathering. Please, sir.
A very good evening to everybody. அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். Most வணக்கம்மா. A very good, a very good energetic response. Most respected president of this particular esteemed institutions, a group of institutions, respected Satyanarayana sir, who was also the guest of honor today, Madam, Mrs. Satyanarayana Madam, and correspondent, respected L. Subramaniam, and of course the advisor, who is again a pioneer as far as education is concerned, Madam K.R. Malati Madam, and of course our own wonderful principal, Bhuvneshwari Madam, all the staff, staff who have come here, and wonderful parents who have come here, and ரொம்ப ஆவலுடன் உங்களோட பர்ஃபார்மன்ஸை பார்க்கறதுக்கும் ரசிக்கிறதுக்கும் இருக்கக்கூடிய சில்ட்ரன் அண்ட் பேரண்ட்ஸ், மாணவ செல்வங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் என்னோட வணக்கத்தை தெரிவித்து நான் ரொம்ப நிறைய பேச விரும்பலை. ஏன்னா ஆல்ரெடி நான் வந்து ஒரு 15 மினிட்ஸ் லேட்டாக இந்த டிராஃபிக்கில் மாட்டிட்டோம். அதுக்கப்புறம் இங்கே நீங்கள்லாம் உங்களோட சில்ட்ரனோட பர்ஃபார்மன்ஸுக்கு ரொம்ப ஆவலாக இருப்பீங்க. அதேமாதிரி அவார்ட்ஸுக்கு ஆவலாக இருக்கும்போது ரொம்ப பேசினா போர் அடிக்கும். அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் ரொம்ப சிறப்பாக நம்ம பிரசிடெண்ட்டும் நிறைய பாயிண்ட்ஸ் ஹஸ் ஆக்சுவலி மென்ஷன். அதே மாதிரி அட்வைசர் மேடமும் அவங்க நிறைய ஏற்கனவே நிறைய பாயிண்ட்ஸை ஷீ இஸ் நோன் ஃபார் ஆல் திஸ். அவங்களே இதை ஒரு மாதிரி கைடன்ஸ் பண்ணுறதுனால நீங்கள் யூ ஆர் இன் அ வெரி ரைட் ட்ராக். அவங்களும் நிறைய பாயிண்ட்ஸில் இருக்காங்க. என்னோட தரப்பில் மறுபடியும் நான் கொரோனாவை பற்றி மட்டும் திருப்பி பேசினா உங்க எல்லாருக்கும் போர் அடிக்கும். ஐ வுட் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லைக் டு தேங்க் ஆல் ஆஃப் யூ பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் யுவர் கோஆப்ரேஷன். உங்களோட கோஆப்ரேஷனால் தான் இன்றைக்கி 3 அலையை நம்ம வென்றிருக்கோன்னா பொதுமக்களோட பங்களிப்பு தான் மிக முக்கியம். எனக்கு இந்த பர்டிகுலர் இந்த இடம் நீங்கள் குடுவாஞ்சேரியில் இருந்தால் கூட இங்கே பல முறை இங்கெல்லாம் நாங்கள் கோவிட் கேர் சென்டர்ஸ் இருக்கோம், மருத்துவக் கல்லூரி மருத்துவமனையை பயன்படுத்தியிருக்கோம். ஒரு மயான அமைதி இருக்கும். அதை பார்த்து இன்னைக்கு வித்தியாசமாக இங்கே வரும்போது கம்ப்ளீட்டாக ஒரு மாநகரம் மாதிரி இருக்கிறது பார்க்கும்போது எனக்கே ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருந்தது. அதுக்கு பல பொது சுகாதார லாட் ஆஃப் பப்ளிக் ஹெல்த் எக்ஸ்பர்ட்ஸ் are responsible, the governments are responsible, but the most important thanks which if we have to give, it is to the grassroots worker and people like you who cooperated. நாங்கள் சொல்கிறத நீங்கள் நம்பி ஃபாலோ பண்ண உங்கள் எல்லாருக்கும் என்னோட நன்றியை சொல்லி என்னோட உரையை ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன். Coming back to education, already people have told about all the education. One I will like you to know is that this particular campus itself is coming in an international way. நம்ம ஒரு கல்லூரிக்கு வந்ததுனால ஒரு பள்ளிக்கு வந்ததுனால இந்த வாசகம் சொல்ல. இப்போ நீங்கள் வெளிநாடை பார்த்தீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. இப்போ யூனிவர்சிட்டி ஆஃப் ஜார்ஜியா அத்தன்ஸ் அப்படின்னாக்க 1785லேயே இட் ஹஸ், அதுதான் ஒரு சென்டர், ஒரு யூனிவர்சிட்டி. அந்த சென்டரை சுற்றி நகரம் வருது. அந்த மாதிரி தான் இதே இடத்துல நான் 2001 கலெக்டர் மாவட்ட ஆட்சியராக சேலத்துக்கு போகும்போது காரில் தான் போனேன். இங்கே இருக்கிற ஹோட்டலில் தான் ஒரு 15 மினிட்ஸ் பிரேக் பண்ணி போனேன். இப்போ நிறைய காலி இடம் இருக்கும். இன்றைக்கி பார்த்தீங்கன்னாக்கா இங்கே மருத்துவக் கல்லூரி, இன்ஜினியரிங் கல்லூரி, அதர் காலேஜஸ் ப்ளஸ் உள்ளூர் பக்கம் வரலாற்று சிறப்புமிக்க ஒரு ஸ்கூல் விச் ஹஸ் ஸ்டார்டட் வித் ஸ்மால் நம்பர், பட் டுடே யூ ஹவ் 2500 children. So if somebody wants to start and end, everything is available in this particular area and economic growth also is happening. So அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு நல்ல இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் ஏற்படுத்திக்க உங்களோட of course your father and the entire foresight to the entire team, I think they deserve a very big hand. In the particular another good thing is in the particular stageல நம்ம பாரத பிரதமர் மட்டும் அனைத்து முக்கியமான தலைவர்களும் நம்மளோட மக்கள் ஜனாதிபதியாக இருக்கக்கூடிய பிரசிடென்ட் அப்துல் கலாம் யாராக கேட்டு பாருங்கள் இந்த ஸ்டேஜில் தான் இருப்பாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி இடத்துல உங்களோட ஆனுவல் டே இன்றைக்கி நடக்கிறதுனா எவ்வளோ பெரிய விஷயம். பிரசிடென்ட் சொன்ன மாதிரி நாங்களும் எங்களோட ஆனுவல் டேனா 2 நாள் லீவ். யார் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணுறாங்களோ மற்றவங்களாம் வராதேன்னு சொல்லிடுவாங்க. நம்ம பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணல, நமக்கு 2 நாள் லீவுன்னு இருப்போம். அப்படி அவார்டு கொடுக்குறவங்கள மட்டும் கூட அந்த மாதிரி நிலை மாதிரி திஸ் ஹஸ் பிகம் எ ஃபோரம் ஃபார் யூ டு ஷோ யுவர் டேலண்ட். அந்த மாதிரி தான் இதை எடுத்துக்கணும். கம்மிங் டு வெரி ஸ்பெசிஃபிக் திங்ஸ், வருங்காலத்தில் யூ ஹார் இன் அ பிளேஸ் வேர் யூ கேன் க்ரோ லீப்ஸ் அண்ட் பவுண்ட்ஸ். இன்றைக்கி எப்படி நம்மளோட பிரசிடெண்ட் 6வது இடம் நம்ம சொல்லி இன்றைக்கி வர அண்மையில் வரக்கூடிய தகவலில் இன்றைக்கி 5வது இடம் யூகே பின்தங்கி நம்ம வந்திருக்கோம் எக்கனாமியில். ஆனால் வந்தது பாராட்டுக்கள். பட் பிரசிடென்ட் சொன்ன வார்த்தை நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா முதல்ல நம்பர் 1 இருந்தோம். நம்பர் 1 போகிறதுக்கு இன்னும் இடம் நிறைய வேலை இருக்குது. ஜப்பான் அந்த மாதிரி உள்ள இதெல்லாம் நம்மளோட சின்ன நகர இடம்லாம் நம்மளோட பெட்டராக இருந்திருக்கு. அந்த மாதிரி நேரத்தில் வாட் யூ ஷுட் நோ இஸ் 15 to 45 இயர்ஸில் அடுத்த சில டிகேட்ஸுக்கு we will be dominating. நம்பரை வச்சு மட்டும் டாமினேட் பண்ண முடியாது. we can't dominate only with numbers. you need to be skilled, you need to have talent. அதுக்கு தான் இந்த கல்விங்கிறது ஒரு பாஸ்போர்ட் மாதிரிங்க. பாஸ்போர்ட் வச்சு நம்ம ஃபாரின் போக முடியாது. விசானா அதை நீங்கள் திறமையாக மாற்றணும், ஸ்கில்ஸாக மாற்றணும். யூ ஹேவ் டு சேஞ்ச் இட் இன்டு யுவர் ஸ்கில்ஸ் அண்ட் கெப்பாசிட்டிஸ். தட் இஸ் வேர் த கம்மிங் எரா இஸ் ஃபுல்லி எ இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் பேஸ்ட் எரா. ஹூஎவர் ஹேஸ் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன், தகவல் யார் கையில் இருக்கோ அவங்களுக்கு தான் வெற்றிக்கு இன்னும் ஏர்லியர். முதல்லலாம் ரொம்ப புத்திசாலியான பையன் இருக்கான்ப்பா, எங்கள் எல்லாத்தையும் வாசிச்சிடுறான், இன்டெலிஜென்ட்டாக இருக்கான். இன்டெலிஜென்ட் மட்டும் பத்தாது. இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ் மட்டும் இருந்தால் ரேபிட் மாதிரி. ஆனால் இன்றைக்கி டார்டாய்ஸ் மாதிரி இருக்கிறதுக்கு தகவல் இருந்து விடாப்பிடியாக போகிறவங்களுக்கு தான் கிடைக்கும். ஸோ இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், ஹார்ட் ஒர்க், அதையும் பிரசிடென்ட் சொன்னார், உங்கள் அட்வைசர் மேடம் எப்போவுமே சொல்லுவாங்க. ப்ளஸ் டிலிஜென்ஸ், இன்டெலிஜென்ஸோட டிலிஜென்ட்டாக நம்ம ஃபாலோ பண்ணோம். செல்ஃப் கான்ஃபிடென்ஸ், தன்னம்பிக்கை இருக்கணுங்க. யாரும் இன்னொருத்தரை கம்பேர் பண்ண வேண்டியதில்லை. எங்களுடைய துறையில் கூட்டுறவுத்துறையில் ஒரு ஏஜிமோட பையன் பேர் பிரக்னானந்தன். அவன் இன்னைக்கு 3 முறை ஒரே நாளில் லாஸ்ட் வீக் நான் பார்த்தேங்க, இந்த ஐ திங்க் மியாமியில் செஸ்ஸில் கால்சன்கிற வேர்ல்டு நம்பர் 1 தோக்கடிச்சிருக்காரு. 1 ரேபிட் 2 பிளைண்ட். அவருக்கு இருக்க நம்பிக்கை, தன்னம்பிக்கை. இஸ் a small boy, he is still a teenager. So you understand, don't compare. Is he comparing himself with Vishwanathan Anand, who has been a world champion? Is he comparing with Gukesh? அந்த மாதிரி இல்லையா? கிரிக்கெட்டர்னா நம்ம எல்லாரும் டெண்டுல்கர் கம்பேரே பண்ணாதீங்க. ஈச் ஒன் ஆஃப் யூ இஸ் a very you are a beautiful soul. உங்களுக்குங்கிற திறமையை நீங்கள் வளருங்க. அதே மாதிரி பர்சியவரன்ஸ், விடாமுயற்சி. நம்ம ஏதோ ட்ரை பண்ணுறோம் அப்படின்னு போய்ட்டு இதை போர் அடிச்சிடு அப்படின்னு போர் அடிச்சு அந்த மாதிரி போகக்கூடாது. விடாமுயற்சி. நீங்கள் ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஒரு கோல் பண்ணிவிட்டு இந்த கோலை நான் அச்சீவ் பண்ணணுங்கிற போது விடாமுயற்சி இருந்தால் டெஃபினெட்லி யூ கேன் அச்சீவ். எல்லாரும் சிவில் சர்வீஸ் மட்டும் இன்றைக்கி ஒரு கேரியர் டிஃபைனிங் பாத்வே கிடையாது. எனிவே யூ கேன் கம். மதிப்புக்குரிய மக்கள் ஜனாதிபதியே எம்ஐடியில் படித்து ஒரு அரசு ஸ்கூலில் படித்து எம்ஐடியில் படித்து கடைசியில் ராக்கெட் சயின்ஸுக்கு போய் எங்கேயோ போயிட்டார் இல்லையா? ஸோ ப்ளீஸ் டோன்ட் கம்பேர். செகண்ட், சூஸ் யுவர் பாத். பட் வென் யூ சூஸ், நீங்கள் திங்க் பண்ணி உங்களுக்கு ஆப்டிடியூட் இருக்கா அப்படிங்கிற ஆங்கிளில் பேரண்ட்ஸும் நீங்கள் தயவுசெய்து அவங்கள என்கரேஜ் பண்ணுங்கள். தென் நெவர் ஃபியர் அ ஃபெயிலியர். நான் எப்போவுமே இந்த சுனாமியில் அப்பா அம்மா இழந்த மாணவிகளை சொல்லுவேங்க, குழந்தைகளை சொல்லுவேன். எல்லாருமே இழந்து கூட அவங்களுக்கு வாழ்க்கையில் முன்னேறணுங்கிற ஒரு டிரைவ் இருக்கு இல்லையா? அது அப்படி இருக்கும்போது இன்னொரு பக்கம் என்ன நம்ம பார்க்குறோம், சார் தற்கொலை பண்ணிட்டாங்க, தற்கொலை முயற்சி பண்ணிட்டாங்க. தயவு செய்துங்க அந்த மாதிரி யாருமே நெவர் ஹேவ் தட் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் நெகட்டிவிட்டி. அதுக்கு தான் இப்போ ஸ்னேகான அமைப்பு இருக்குது, 104 அமைப்புக்கும் டல் அடிக்கிறதா ஃபோன் பண்ணி போயிருங்க. இல்லையா உங்கள் கூட இருக்கவங்க உங்கள் பிரச்சனையை சொல்லுங்கள், பேசுங்க. பேசினாலே உங்களுக்கு வரும். ஃபெயிலியரை பற்றி கவலையே பட வேண்டாம். 10வது 12வதுல நல்லா பண்ணணும், பண்ணலைன்னா அதுக்குன்னு ஒன்றும் கிடையாதுன்னு இல்லை. உங்களுக்கு பல முயற்சிகள் இருக்குது, பல வாய்ப்புகள் இருக்குது, அதை திங்க் பண்ணணும். யூனிவர்சிட்டியே ஒரு சென்டர் ஆஃப் க்ரோத்தாக இங்கே உங்களுக்கு கண் கூட தெரியறது. நவ் யூ ஹேவ் டு எய்ம் ஃபார் குளோபல் ஸ்டேஜ். இங்கேயே இருந்தது கொரோனா ஹேஸ் டாட் அஸ் தட் எல்லாமே வீடியோ கான்ஃபரன்ஸில் பண்ணால் இங்கே இருந்து உலகத்தை நம்ம ஆடலாம். அப்படியெல்லாம் இருக்கும்போது யூ டோன்ட் ஹேவ் எனி திங் டு ஃபியர். ஃபைனலி ஆன் சர்டன் அதர் ஆங்கிள்ஸ் ஆல்சோ வி ஹேவ் டு பி வெரி கிளியர். எத்திக்ஸ், இன்டெகிரிட்டி. நம்ம இன்டெகிரிட்டி, ஆனஸ்டி, நியூட்ரலிட்டி, ஃபேர்னஸ், அதே மாதிரி கம்பேஷன் ஃபார் புவர் எல்லாமே நம்ம வளர்த்தினோன்னா யூ வில் பிகம் an ஆல்ரவுண்டட் பர்சனாலிட்டி. ஸ்கூல்ஸை அந்த மாதிரி நீங்கள் பயன்படுத்தி உங்களோட முன்னேற்றத்துக்கு அப்படி நீங்கள் பண்ணிங்கன்னா பல வழிகள் இருக்குது. ஏதாவது ஒரு வழியில் நீங்கள் முன்னேறுவீங்க. யூ வில் ஆல்சோ கம் லைக் ஒன் among here and one among your teachers. Last few words I would like to focus on parents. ஆக்சுவலி சில்ட்ரன், நீங்கள் உங்கள் அப்பா அம்மாவுக்கு ரொம்ப நன்றி சொல்லணும். இன்னி டேட்டுக்கு இந்தியாவில் எல்லா பல பேர் பிறக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியே கருவில் இறக்கக்கூடிய பிரச்சனைகள் சில மாநிலங்கள் இருக்குது. தமிழ்நாடு ஒரு முன்னோலி மாநிலமாக இருந்தால் கூட மற்ற இடங்களில் பிறந்தா கூட எல்லாரும் 5வது வரைக்கும் படிக்கிறதில்ல, சில பேர் படிக்கிறதே இல்லை. அப்படி ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஜாயின் பண்ணுறவங்க 10வதுல 40 விழுக்காடு படுறாங்க. அகெயின் தமிழ்நாடு அது ஒப்பிடல, இந்தியா நிலைமை. ஆனால் நம்ம தமிழ்நாட்டில் எல்லாருக்கும் வாய்ப்பு அரசு ஏற்படுத்துது, உங்களோட பேரண்ட்ஸ் ஏற்படுத்தியிருக்காங்க. ஃபஸ்ட்டு பேரண்ட்ஸ்க்கு நீங்கள் நன்றி சொல்லணும். செகண்ட், Teachers, I always encourage them that today I remember my school teacher, but I may not remember a university teacher. சில சமயம் ஞாபகம் இருக்கிறது இல்லை. ஆனால் யார் எனக்கு இங்கிலீஷ் படிச்சிருக்க பாடம் சொல்லி தந்தாங்க, யார் எனக்கு ஆர்யூ பாட்டில் சார்னு ஒருத்தர் மேத்ஸ் சொல்லி தந்தார், குரியாகோஸ்னு ஒருத்தர் கெமிஸ்ட்ரி சொல்லி தந்தார், பாஜ்பாய் மேடம்னுங்கிறது நாக்பால் மேடம்லாம் இங்கிலீஷ் சொல்லி தந்தான்னு எங்கள் மைண்டில் அப்படியே இருக்குது. ஏன்னா அவங்க உங்களை தான் மெயின் சோர்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஹீரோவாக பார்க்குறாங்க, இல்லை ஹீரோயின்ஸாக பார்க்குறாங்க. ஸோ parents and that is teachers and students should have that bond, and you all should keep on aspiring. இன்னைக்கு ஆசாதிக்கு அமிர்த்னு 75 இயர்ஸ் அந்த பக்கம் கொண்டாடி இருக்கோம். இங்கேயும் அந்த இந்தியாவை பற்றி அவங்க ரொம்ப சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. அதே மாதிரி 100வது அண்ட் 2047 another 25 years are there. Just like we transformed from 91 to 2022, 91க்கு முன்னாடி 91க்கு அப்புறம் நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா the changes which you have seen. You are at the place where you can just go and grab it. உங்கள் எல்லாருக்கும் முன்னாடி நல்ல வாய்ப்புகள் இருக்குது. You all are having wonderful opportunities ahead of you. Be very happy, enjoy every day in school and enjoy every moment of 2 years. கோவிடில் நமக்கு கிளாஸ் எல்லாம் நடக்கல, நிறைய பேருக்கு அந்த ஒரு தனிமை இருந்தது, பிரச்சனை இருந்தது. Enjoy your school, learn, develop your personality and do bring laurels to your parents, to your family, to your school, and of course to the state and the nation. With these few words, I once again thank the management for having considered me for this wonderful function, because any time spent with young children oda enna neram spend pannalum adu yaravadu or 10 பேர்ட்ட கூட இங்கல யாரையாவது வெச்சது உங்களுக்கு மோட்டிவேஷன் வந்தா கூட we would have achieved our results. So that way I really feel privileged to be with all of you and having got this opportunity to address you. Wish you all the best. You all will do well and be happy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with your words of knowledge, experience, and wisdom. Now, I request our dear President, Dr. Satyanarayanan, to felicitate our chief guest. Please, sir. Thank you, sir.
Education is a shared commitment between dedicated parents, motivated students, and enthusiastic teachers with high expectations. It's time for the achievers to taste the fruit of success and to celebrate all the hard work that led to this joyful occasion. May I now request our chief guest to honor the winners with the memento and certificates. Over to Pansy Priscilla, ma'am.
Good evening to all. It's now time to honor our special achievers. Let's begin with grade 10 AISSE examination school toppers. I begin with Ms. Harshini, school topper. Unfortunately, she couldn't join us today. Congratulations to her. Next we have Master Siddharth, second topper, and he'll be receiving a plaque, certificate of school topper, and top score in English and social science. Next we have Ms. A. Rakshita, third topper, also receiving the certificate for top score in mathematics. Next we have Ms. Manasa M, third topper, also receiving the certificate for top score in science. Along with the certificates, all the toppers are receiving a cash reward also. Next we move on to the Academic Proficiency Award. All the students are receiving a plaque and certificate of academic proficiency. I begin with Master S. Dhanumitran for grade 1. Ms. P. Jainashri for grade 1. Ms. Subhaneshika for grade 2. Ms. Deborah Melinda for grade 3. Master Anirudh M for grade 4. Master Parthiban M for grade 5. Master Janavarshan N for grade 6. Miss M. Kaushika for grade 7. Miss Sweta Batmasini S for grade 8. Miss Jasmita for grade 8. Miss Avantika Shaktivel for grade 9. Miss Deekshanya Mohan for grade 11 group A. Miss Yogashri J for grade 11 group B. Also, she is receiving the certificate for top score in mathematics, physics, chemistry and engineering graphics. Next we have Miss Purnapriya SV for grade 11 group C. Here is Miss Purnapriya SV for grade 11 group C, and also she is receiving the certificate for top score in accountancy, economics and business studies. Next we move on to the subject topper award of grade 10. All these children are receiving certificate for the top score in the subjects. Miss Sadhana Sriram for Sanskrit. Miss K. Hiranyashri for Hindi. Miss K. Hiranyashri here for Hindi. Next we have V. Rojashri for top score in Tamil. Next, SS Shivani Priyadarshini, top score for Tamil, but unfortunately she couldn't join us today. Next we have Miss Afrin M for top score in Tamil. Next we have subject toppers for grade 11, Master Nitish Varshan for top score in English. Miss J. Nishita Sharon for top score in biology. Miss R. Divya Darshini for psychology. Master Madanakumar M for computer science. Miss Kesia Sara Vieira for entrepreneurship. And Miss Sania Sultana H for sociology. Thank you and congratulations, children.
I request our guest of honor, Dr. P. Satyanarayanan, President SRMPS, to felicitate the teachers and non-teaching staff who are part and parcel of our SRMPS for the past 5 years.
Mrs. Geeta Srinivasan. Mr. Rajkumar R. Mr. Rajkumar R. Next we have Mrs. Jayapriya J. Mrs. Hemalata M. Mrs. Radhi G.O. Mrs. Gayatri R. Mrs. Devika Rani P. Mrs. Shabnam N. Mrs. Shanti M. Mrs. Anita A.P. Mrs. Lakshmi V. Mrs. Anita S. Mrs. Vidya R. Mrs. Suganti Srinivas. Mrs. Aishwarya K.S. Mrs. Dali Fatima Rani R. Mrs. A.P. Sadhana. Mrs. Karpagavalli S. Thank you, teachers and staff members.
May I now call upon the students to join the chief guest for a photo. Next, I request the teachers to join the dignitaries for a photo. I hope your dreams take you to the corners of your smiles, to the highest of your hopes, to the windows of your opportunities, and to the most special places your heart has ever known. Congratulations.
What word to describe?
I kindly request our dignitaries on the dais to please move off the stage and take their seats. Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. Now I call upon Rudraksh, Vice President of the Student Council, to share words of gratitude.
Gratitude is the memory of heart. It expresses happiness and carves divine influence. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rudraksh Dev Burman, the Vice President of the Student Council, SRMPS, here to spell out words of thanks to all those here to make this evening a sweet memory to carry home. I wish to express our gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Radhakrishnan, for presiding over this colorful festivity. Thank you, sir, for being with us and for your gesture of appreciation which gladdened our hearts, and we convey our sincere to you, sir. I acknowledge the valuable presence of the guest of honor, Dr. P. Satyanarayanan, President, SRM Public School, whose contribution to the youth of today is a remarkable one. Thank you, sir, for being with us this evening and for all your words of wisdom that radiated a source of energy within us. From the depth of my heart, I extend my sincere thanks to our Reverend Correspondent, Mr. M. Subramaniam, Dynamic Director, Mrs. Manimangai Satyanarayanan, Beloved Advisor, Dr. K.R. Manati, and ever-supported Principal, Mrs. Bhuvaneshwari, for the guidance and support in all our activities that ensures us to do the right thing in the right way. Thank you, sir and ma'ams, for planting the seeds of knowledge in us. Special thanks goes to the heads of academics and admins for guiding us, inspiring, and making us what we are today. Teachers guided us when we were weak. They've enlightened us all through. We have been fortunate enough to be blessed by a team of well-motivated and dedicated coordinators, teachers, and admin staffs who made this day special by bringing the best in us. Friends and well-wishers are like a four-leaf clover. We gratefully thank you for the good time of this day that is filled with pleasure. We place the goodness of the dignitaries from various institutions, friends, and well-wishers for your silent support and encouragement. Thank you for being a part of this festivity. I now express my heartfelt thanks to all the parents for your excellent cooperation. Thank you for being the key player in our success story. Next, my sincere thanks goes to the music team, the dance team, and the comparing team who added color and festivity to this evening by setting the mood for the cultural extravaganza. I thank the art department for their outstanding creativity, the PE department for taking care of the discipline, the IT department for the AV, the mass media team for the videos and montage, robotics teacher for vivifying an imaginary Khan 6.0. I humbly thank the Alchemy Theatre Group for their relentless support and guidance in all our endeavors. Next, I would like to thank our technical support team, as well as the service providers of light and sound, the auditorium in charge, Mr. Srinivasan, makeup men, costume designers, the discipline in charge, and a housekeeping team, security officers team, transport in charge and his team of drivers, and catering service. I also thank the photographers and press for their intense support. Finally, I thank the student volunteers and fabulous participants of SRMPS who are ready to thrill us with their performances. Many thanks to all known and unknown hands that contributed to the success of our school. We thank the Almighty for bestowing us with His blessing throughout. Thanks to one and all, and I would like to take your leave with a feeling of patriotism, happiness, and gratitude. Thank you, everyone. Jai Hind.